Level 0. You wake up. No cough. No aches. No fever. Your breath is smooth. Your muscles cooperate. Your appetite's normal. You don't even think about it. Why would you? This is level 0, the absence of disease. A body in quiet symphony. It's not that nothing's happening, cells are dying, replacing themselves, immune scouts patrol your bloodstream like night shift security. But there's no battle, no symptoms, no invaders. You might have picked up a virus yesterday on the subway rail or a doorknob at work, but your body neutralized it before it unpacked its suitcase. A macrophage dissolved it. A T-cell flagged the threat and moved on. No alarms, no panic. You are, for all intents and purposes, healthy. But not because your body's empty. It's balanced. Microbes live in you, trillions. Bacteria on your skin, yeast in your gut, viruses embedded in your genome like forgotten code. But they're not hurting you, they're part of the deal. Level 0 isn't sterile. It's homeostasis. That calm equilibrium where systems self-regulate without asking your input. No coughs, no chills, no inflammation. You don't appreciate it until it's gone. Sleep hygiene, stress control, they're not just self-care, they're insurance policies against escalation. Level 1. Silent infiltration. You feel off, but barely. Maybe a tickle in your throat, maybe a dull fatigue hanging around like brain fog. You write it off. Didn't sleep well. Allergies, long day. You keep moving, but inside, something's brewing. Level 1 is where pathogens slip past your first line of defense. Maybe a cold virus made it past the mucous membranes. Maybe foodborne bacteria snuck through your stomach acid. The invaders are in, but the war hasn't started. Your immune system notices. Quietly, antibodies begin to rally. Cytokines whisper, not scream. No fever yet. No cough. But your white blood cells are lining up like sentries preparing. Sometimes, the body contains the threat before symptoms start. You never knew you were infected. You just had an off day. Other times, this is the prelude. The moment before symptoms crash the party. Level 1 disease isn't dangerous, but it's a turning point. The body's still winning, but the enemy made landfall. And sometimes, it's not a virus at all. Maybe your body's reacting to pollen, mold, or stress. The symptoms are real, but the cause isn't infectious. The alarm is coming from inside. Either way, it's subtle. You function, you go to work, you might even hit the gym, but your body knows something's wrong. It just hasn't told you the full story yet. Pay attention to subtle changes. Hydration, rest, and nutrition at this stage can stop progression. Treat feeling off like a warning light, not background noise. Level 2. The body sounds the alarm. Now it's official. Your throat is sore. Your nose is congested. You sneeze, you cough, maybe you have a fever, the body cranking up the thermostat to make it uncomfortable for the invader. Level 2 is the classic I'm sick moment, still manageable. You're home from work, lying in bed with tissues and soup, scrolling through your phone between naps. You're not in danger, just miserable. Under the hood? Full-scale immune response. White blood cells attack infected tissue. Inflammatory proteins signal for help. Your body spends massive energy fighting and keeping your systems online. You feel tired because resources are reallocated. Muscles get less fuel. Digestion slows. Brain fog sets in. Conservation mode. Diseases here? Common cold, mild flu, seasonal allergies, low-grade infections. Not hospitalized. Not panicking. But quality of life? Downhill. You treat symptoms, ibuprofen, fluids, rest. But the real healing comes from your body's playbook, memorized over millions of years of immunological evolution. Level 2 is annoying, exhausting, and very human. Respect the immune system. Support it, don't just suppress it. At this stage, rest is productivity. It gives your body bandwidth to recover. Level 3. Systems under stress. You're not just sick now. Daily function becomes difficult. Fever spikes. Pain intensifies. Symptoms interfere with basic tasks. Curled up on the bathroom floor, shaking under the covers. Maybe nausea. Maybe pain behind your eyes. Level 3. The disease escapes its lane. A respiratory virus invades sinuses, ears hurt, lungs feel tight. A stomach bug causes dehydration, dizziness, disorientation. The immune system's in overdrive, and that becomes part of the problem. Inflammation meant to kill pathogens damages healthy tissue. Think sinus infection, bronchitis, influenza, stomach flu, mild pneumonia. Some bacterial infections, untreated, invade adjacent systems. You visit a clinic now. Need more than fluids, maybe antibiotics. Breathing treatments. For hydration, not dying, but not recovering solo. At level 3, home treatment and medical intervention blur. The disease has momentum. Complications enter the picture, not because the disease wants to kill, but because your body is straining. Don't tough it out blindly. Seek help. Early intervention here prevents hospitalizations. Listen when your body says, "This is too much." Level 4. Organ systems struggle. This is where disease makes permanent threats. Pneumonia spreading into the bloodstream. Untreated diabetes causing blurred vision and kidney strain. Autoimmune flares inflaming joints or the heart. Infections crossing the blood-brain barrier. Level 4. Your body's in crisis. Likely in a hospital bed. Oxygen. Hourly monitoring. Blood tests. Imaging scans. 4 lines. Doctors don't just treat the disease, they manage the collateral damage. You might feel delirious, confused. Organs still work, but struggle. Liver overtaxed. Kidneys filtering under stress. Lungs inflamed. Diseases, severe COVID-19. Acute pancreatitis. Advanced Lyme. Lupus flares. Drug-resistant infections. The immune system isn't enough alone. Needs external help, steroids, antivirals, dialysis, respiratory support, just to stabilize. Lasting damage is possible, lung scarring, nerve pain, lingering fatigue. Your body might win the war, but not without casualties. Level 4 reminds us biology is delicate. A missed diagnosis. A delayed treatment. One step too resistant. Chronic conditions turn minor threats major. Prevention and early care aren't just helpful, they're life-saving. Level 5. The body screams. No longer a sniffle you walk off. Disease is a system-wide disruption. Organs talk in panic tones. Symptoms collaborate. Take typhoid fever. Salmonella typhi doesn't settle for the stomach. Wants the whole body. High fever, 104° F+. Weakness. Loss of appetite. Delirium. Full body siege. Diseases here move from acute nuisances to life-altering forces. Hepatitis A, dengue. Malaria. Days or weeks of dysfunction. Soaked sheets. Hallucinations. Can't eat. Can't sleep. Hyper-aware of your body. Immune system on overdrive. White blood cells multiply rapidly. Inflammatory proteins race through you. Fever is now a strategy, trying to cook the invader. But that inflammation causes collateral damage. Blood vessels leak. Tissues swell. Organs lose efficiency. Liver forgets toxins. Kidneys falter. Survivable? Yes, with urgent medical help, antibiotics, antivirals, aggressive 4 fluids. Trips matter. Treatment within 24 to 48 hours is critical. This level shows the true power of hygiene, vaccines, and rapid diagnostics. Typhoid? Hepatitis A? Preventable. We're no longer just managing, we're learning to stay 2 steps ahead. Level 6. The battlefield obscured. Disease doesn't just disrupt, it dismantles. Takes systems apart. Turns debris into new symptoms, fighting a coordinated biological ambush. Tuberculosis, not a mild cough, but the cavitary pulmonary nightmare. Bacteria burrow into lung tissue, building granuloma fortresses surrounded by dying cells and scar. Lungs like torn bellows. Blood-speckled handkerchiefs. Drenching night sweats. TB can jump, spine, kidneys, brain. Or viral hemorrhagic fevers, Ebola. Marburg. Viruses liquefy. Internal bleeding. Vomiting blood. Unstoppable diarrhea. Bleeding from gums, eyes, intestines. Organs shut down from vascular collapse. The body forgets how to be a container. Systemic inflammation is wildfire. Blood pressure plummets. Oxygen fails. Immune system misfires in panic, shooting everything. Medical intervention is a race, multi-organ support, massive hydration, electrolytes, constant oxygen, isolation, antivirals, often experimental drugs. Mortality isn't single digits, it's coin toss territory. But hope exists. HIV is now manageable. Ebola fatality drops with strong medical response. Level 6 redefined medicine. Global health infrastructure, pandemic preparedness, rapid vaccine development, sharpened here. We didn't just fight back, we evolved our playbook. Level 7. Fracturing societies. Disease here doesn't just affect individuals, it rewires the world. Pandemics, 1918 flu, COVID-19, SARS, historic events, economies disrupted, institutions strained, human interaction transformed. Take SARS-CoV-2, a virus inside a droplet that disrupted 8 billion lives. Disease becomes social, political, economic. Borders close. Schools shut. Hospitals overflow. Supply chains buckle. Funerals become video calls. Biologically savage, enters your lungs, hijacks cells, tricks immune delay, then incites overreaction. Feel fine day 2, gasping day 9. Spectrum chaos, asymptomatic to ICU, drowning in inflammation. Not just lungs, heart, kidneys, brain, blood clots. The body becomes dominoes. Level 7 includes SARS 2002, MERS, novel flu strains, engineered pathogens. It's defined by unpredictability, speed, healthcare burden, and shattered normalcy. Mitigation goes global, vaccine development at warp speed, mRNA born here, contact tracing, genomic sequencing, wastewater surveillance. Culturally, we shift. Disease isn't just treated, it's prevented collectively. Masks, social distancing, remote work. Not just tools, social adaptations. Level 7 forced a medical revolution, fast-tracked vaccines, remote diagnostics, digital epidemiology. And it reminded us, global health is shared responsibility. No one's immune until everyone is. With this we end. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next.